ski with the squeals and the drops. P1E goes hard till it pops. Cannonball, don't trust a cop. Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty box, cause this is the loud spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian, out of Oklahoma City. We got Sam McIntosh joining us tonight for the show. Happy to have you, Sam. And then we got Maddie from Rev Theory, an awesome band. What is up, dude? Cheers.
Yo, 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 cheers.
Yeah, that's right. Cheers. Cheers with the water. Boring life. Boring life.
You can't do that. It's bad luck.
Bad luck.
That's all right.
No, there's a little bit in here.
Get on myself. Oh, my God.
Yeah,
Okay.
good job. Good job.
That kind of shit.
Rev Theory is on the podcast. Excited to have you guys here. Excited to have you here. Not you guys. Excited to have you here on the show, man. You guys are coming up with some new songs recently, huh?
Yeah, we've been over the past few years kind of off the radar, but had been recording a bunch of stuff just, in secret. And I have a hard drive full of tracks that I've produced or co-produced with people, and we just decided at the end of 2019 that we wanted to just start releasing stuff on our own, basically independent.
Yeah. Is it getting a little weird because the talk is starting to happen? You're like, oh hell no, don't you start this stuff again. Don't you start this stuff, because I know in our camps with the, especially for the touring side, we're starting to have that talk. And I was like, just prepare. If they do, guys, we don't give up. We keep pushing. And if they do shut stuff down again, what we do is we go back to the studio and record more.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I mean, I definitely, a lot of talk on both sides. It's like touring, like not touring, like what's going on, like what's the world going to be like? It's evolving constantly, and day to day, you don't know what's going to happen. But I mean, I basically about a decade ago decided I wanted to like learn how to produce so that I could do everything in house. Yeah. And that's the stuff you're hearing over the previous record, and all the new releases over the past year and a half are just things that I produced or co-produced with people, because we decided after paying a bunch of money in studios all the time that like, wait, we can do this ourselves. Like, why are we paying all this money to do this? So
yeah.
And there is something about collaborating with people, but there's also a side of it where it's like, if you're the artist and you can reflect the art through the recording, and you have a vision and you can do that yourself, then why not do it? So I grew up listening to punk rock, and it was all DIY. That was kind of the mantra. So I wanted to embrace that on my end. So that's why I started doing that.
Do you only produce stuff for Rev Theory, or do you also do other bands contact you to maybe produce some of their stuff as well?
Yeah, I mean, I've worked with artists developing and doing demos and stuff like that. And I've done some stuff for TV and film and trailer music. And I started to get into remixing artists. So I've released a couple things under the name Plastic Cinema. And I have 2 remixes under that name, and I'm going to keep doing stuff under that. And then it's going to kind of evolve into a more like cinematic, electronic, with like real instrument elements infused. So it's kind of an infusion of rock, electronic, and whatnot.
Yeah, the only thing Sebastian has done is sing in the shower, and he thinks that's a hit song.
It's a hit. Am I right?
It's a hit.
Just put the mic in the shower, bro.
Yeah, he's like, let it go.
Oh, damn.
No, that's not a hit.
Remix.
Yeah, Let It Go remix. It's called Go to Hell.
Let's go talk. So how many albums does Rev Theory have, like studio albums? Is it just 4? Is it coming on 5?
So our first album was Truth is Currency, when we were called Revelation Theory.
Right. Okay.
Then we changed our name, and then we had Light It Up, followed by Justice. And then we did an EP after that. We had like an acoustic EP. We released another full length called The Revelation, which I produced that album also. And so, 4 full lengths. And then we've been kind of compiling a body of work that I plan to release as a full length.
Are you getting into the reimagining of songs like a lot of artists do after they have so much catalog that they're like, hey, let's go back to this old song, but let's put a spin on it and, remix it and do it, either go down tempo, up tempo, whatever. Because I've seen it. I think the best body of work that I've seen from that is Fallen in Reverse. I think I liked when he went back and started, making it piano. We also talked on our 100th episode, again, with Jared from Bowling for Soup, where he did piano versions of all his songs. It's like dinner with Bowling for Soup. And so you listen to it, it could be classy enough to listen to at dinner.
That's cool.
And you're like, wait, I know this tune. I know this song, so sure. 1985 coming on.
There's definitely been a lot of discussion about that type of thing. And I've been messing with acoustic arrangements of some older, heavier songs and just messing with that stuff. So I wouldn't rule that out for sure.
Yeah. I mean, it's easy to go back to. Well, I can't say it's easy, but it's definitely something. Yeah. What's Sebastian? Sebastian has this. Sebastian just got lost on us. He's like,
I know everything.
I was
thinking about that shower song.
One of the main questions I wanted to ask you, and I don't watch wrestling anymore like I used to. I used to be a big like WWE or even back when it was called WWF. But the band is it someone's intro song?
Randy Orton. Yeah.
And is it still?
I assume, honestly, I don't really keep up with that stuff. And the last thing we did was the WrestleMania performance for their 30th anniversary.
Okay.
But I assume it is. But it's funny because it's always been a joke with not a joke that we did that, but literally anytime we'll post anything, someone will comment voices, Randy Orton. It doesn't matter what it is. You can be like, we're giving money to children for charity. And they're like, voices, Randy Orton. Yeah. Can't get away from it.
How do you even get into that? Like, did you guys, did someone from your team contact them? Or did that wrestler just like you and like, hey, I want Rev Theory's Voices song to be my, and then like permissions, like how does that even start to form?
Honestly, I think it was our label and just connections, and they liked the music, and they had licensed our track Hell Yeah for WrestleMania, the year it came out, and then it just kind of like, a relationship kind of ensued from that, and they were like, hey, we need a theme song for this guy, and we were like, cool, yeah, we'll do it.
So do you guys get paid for that? Like, is that something that you guys get, or is the label just
label gets paid? So
that's why you don't even know if you're using it or not. You'd be
it's more of it. There's a lot of things you do, which looking back on it, it's like, damn, I wish we had gotten paid for some of this stuff. But there's a lot of things you do where it's like, oh, it's exposure, if EA wants to use your song on Madden, you're like, hell yeah, like let's put it on there. Like you don't really think about the paycheck because the exposure is payment enough. So
we were just talking about we were just talking about this literally before you got on, and I was talking about I just watched something with Jelly Roll. You know who Jelly Roll is? Big sultry R&B. I don't know who that is. I don't know, but I'm gonna look it up. Yeah, check out Jelly Roll. He's a pretty good artist. But he was talking about label and label support, and the thing is I'm on both sides as management, and also I've worked labels too, and I can tell you that there's a give and take, and the main thing is bands just don't have the money to market themselves and compete with all these thousands of other artists that are out there too. So that's where the label comes involved. They have the money, not all of them, but most of the big ones do. They have the money the pushing power, so you can get famous. So then you can go back and start making and start renegotiating your contracts better and start actually keeping some of your royalties. But I told him it's like a give and take, and if you got that advance money, you got that advance money. So, you just got to have a good team to not spend a lot of money on your recordings. Like, a good example, I like to find bands. Yeah. I find bands that know how to self-record for the most part because, or at least track most of their stuff. And then we'll have someone mix and master it. Like say Kane Churko, Five Finger Death Punch, that guy. Jack's Diaries. They record all their stuff, track all their stuff, and then we send it to him for mixing and mastering. And sometimes, maybe he'll change a couple things here and there, but it'll save a band tons of money. But we still need that money to market because that's the hard one, and there's no return on investment on advertising. So
yeah. It's. I mean, if you're talking about Foo Fighters or Green Day and WWE. Like want to use your song, they're like, yeah, you can use it for fucking real money. But when you're coming up, it's like, wait, they want to license, they want to use our song and like promote us. I mean,
okay, we'll take
that free promotion, and
it's
definitely good exposure.
Yeah, dude, and you know what? I hope somebody. Yeah, no, I'm never mind. But yeah, I could say even though I'm not an artist or in a band. I am in a band, but a crappy band. We're not going to talk about it.
Thrash Panda.
Thrash Panda. Thrash Panda. In fact, we'll have Rev Theory write the next Thrash Panda song, and we'll just
give him a skeleton. Give him a skeleton of like 2 beats every 4 measures, and then he'll write something.
I want that furry panda helmet.
Yeah, I know. We're not even really supposed to talk about it.
I'll do it for that. If you send me one of those, I'll do a track for you.
I will send you a furry. I think I buy them at Walmart.com.
I want a legit one, man. It has to be legit. Like,
wait, are you in Sacramento?
I'm in San Diego.
Oh, San Diego. Okay, we're rolling through San Diego in September with Animal Sun and Cannibal Kids.
Cool.
So, and I'm from Yuma. So I went to Marine Corps in San Diego. And I lived down in PB for the longest time. Yeah. Nice. Well, not the longest time. Enough to say I'm not living here anymore. It's way too expensive. Bye-bye.
Oh my God, it is.
But no, the band's not from California though, right? The band is from Massachusetts.
Well, it's kind of scattered. I'm originally from outside Philadelphia.
Okay.
Rich was from North Jersey. Dave's from outside Boston, and Julian is from Vancouver, Canada. So, those 3 guys went to school together in Mass, and that's why most, sources will say we started in Mass, and then we when I joined the band, it was the final. I was the final piece to form Rev Theory, and that was in New York.
Okay,
so I was living in New York at the time.
Okay, I'm sure you probably asked this, or people probably asked you this a bunch of times, but it's the first time I'm asking it. So I kind of want to know how did that happen? How did you go, or the band go from Massachusetts? You join in New York. Like, how did that all form back in late '90s, early 2000s?
Craigslist.
Yeah. Was Craigslist even around back then?
I don't even know.
Facebook was barely around back then.
No,
MySpace
had
it was all MySpace.
Yeah,
that's right.
MySpace.
Yeah, MySpace. We had a MySpace. MySpace is pretty dope. I don't know.
Hey, I'm thinking about going back. Yeah, I'm going back.
It's not the same thing anymore.
You kids customize your page all cool and
you kids will never know. You don't understand. You will never know the 56K modem dial up and MySpace.
And then whatever.
Yeah. And then trying to download porn in like 4 minutes forever.
Oh buffering.
You're like,
how am I
come on.
Here? Come on.
Come on, really?
Come on.
Come on. Hey, this is a classy show. What are you talking about?
Yeah. Very classy.
It's very real. With shared, everyone has that experience if they grow up.
No, that's also true. That's not a lie. That's
not a lie.
Buffering, loading.
But can you go back and take us to how that whole band even started?
Yeah.
And how that happened?
So those 3 guys had played they basically were a cover band in college.
Mm-hmm.
And they just, played shows for beer and whatnot and fucked around, and they wrote a couple songs and nothing ever really came of it. And they went their separate ways after college. And then Rich actually ended up it's kind of a funny story. He sang on basically popular house music, like New York club scene song, and it became big. Yeah. Very
they all sound like that to me.
Very
back then.
So he was actually doing a show at a club in Long Island, and he met our manager, and our manager was like, "Hey dude, do you ever thinking about doing a rock project. Your voice is awesome. And he's like, I actually have a band. So he called up Dave, our drummer, and Julian, the guitarist, and was like, hey, this guy, you know, he's making some waves in the rock scene. You know, he was working with Fred Durst and had an artist signed with Fred Durst label. And, you know, back then that was like cool. So
that would still be cool. I'm 38. I'm 38. So, you know, at my age, all that shit's cool, man. You know?
Yeah. And then, you know, just off of the recent Lollapalooza, you know, Fred Durst's image, I'm gonna dress like that from now on.
Oh,
That's what I'm gonna do.
I gotta look this up. I didn't.
Yeah, he's got blonde hair, blonde silver hair. He's wearing amber colored glasses. He's wearing like it's just great
right now.
No,
yeah.
But he is wearing like Vans shoes, like those checkered shoes, I think.
The slip-on kind.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
What is that? A wig?
No, I don't think so.
It has to be hair implants.
No,
it has to be hair implants, dude.
He doesn't have. He didn't have hair. No, he didn't. He lost his. Wait. Oh my god.
Yeah. So
it's like, you know, what Cochise, like Scott Weiland's kind of.
Yeah. So all I can say is this: kudos to whoever was a part of this, because it's all across the internet, and it's
god. And there's like 1,000 pictures, dude. There's like 1,000.
There's a lot, yeah. And I'll show you like, oh, that's a fake picture. I was like, it's not a fake picture. There's more pictures.
He's wearing like a.
Is it the brown
jacket
pants?
he's wearing? The jacket.
Yeah, is it like with the brown like slacks or whatever?
Yeah, it's it looks like a windbreaker.
It's like a windbreaker rain jacket,
old school windbreaker.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
Wow.
So all I gotta say is kudos if there was a management team and a marketing team behind this, because that's what everyone's talking about after not Foo Fighters fucking phenomenal set. No, they're talking about Fred Durst and his new look, and guess what? Yeah. You know what's coming next? Music. So
that's right. Hey,
he's making the comeback.
He is. I hope he does make a comeback. I like Limp Bizkit. I like the whole.
You still like Limp Bizkit, yeah?
I still like Limp Bizkit.
We all do.
Yeah. Come on, man. I'm 38. Like everyone also like Rev Theory and their songs. And you guys have a new song that we want to play. Let's go back to Rev Theory. Let's go talk about Rev Theory. Hey, why don't you go do your? While we play the song, go do the handlebar mustache. Come out with a jacket. And dude, I'm telling you,
get my red shades.
You're blowing the fuck up, bro. You are You're gonna be the biggest superstar, bigger than everyone. You got about 4 minutes to do that. So.
All right, let's check out what was the song called again, Sebastian?
Remember Me.
Here we go.
take your medicine. Go take your medicine and get the fuck off your knees. Nobody's innocent. Go take your medicine. Remember me. I am the revelation. Go take your medicine. Get the fuck off your knees. Go take your medicine. Remember me. I am the revelation.
Oh yeah.
I saw both of you go get sunglasses on.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm bringing back the Ted Kaczynski style Unabomber.
Damn, bro.
I should get my cowboy hat. Too late now. Too late now. I should have went and got it back.
Too late. You suck at comedy bits. No more for you.
Yeah. But I did want to hear that song. That is an awesome song, man.
Thanks,
Yeah, it was
bro.
very good.
But now, so the other new song you guys have, Make Me a Drink, that does have a lyric video to it. Is that your newest release, Make Me a Drink?
No, I actually released a song called Urinal Rodeo, which was a collaboration with Brandon Soller from Atreyu and Heidi Shepard from Butcher Babies.
Oh, nice.
okay.
So Julian and I did a writing session with Brandon Soller years ago and wrote this ridiculous song called Urinal Rodeo. And I was like, what are we going to do with this? And we didn't know what to do with it. And it was just sitting around. And I was like, hey, and we had done some co-writing with the Butcher Babies. And I was like, hey, Heidi, do you want to do some screams on this track? And she was like, yeah, I'm totally down. She's like, I love this shit. It's awesome. So she came in. Yeah.
I feel left out. So hold on. You continue talking.
No. You got to stay right there.
Yeah, I should have. We have another song to play.
No, we don't have any other song because you didn't download another song. That's that's why. So now have you guys had a chance to tour with Butcher Babes or Atreyu yet? Especially with their new stuff.
We played on some festivals together, but never toured. But I would love to. I'd love to. We didn't tour with Treyu, but we toured with Brandon's other project, Hell or High Water.
Okay.
And that's where we kind of like forged a friendship there. And he's super talented, multi instrumentalist, writer, singer. So he's a super rad dude. And then, we became friends with the Butcher Babies, just co-writing because they were kind of coming up. Julian and I lived in LA and we were writing and producing for artists, and they were coming up on the scene. And our homie Clay Bush was kind of like pushing them, and then they ended up signing a deal. And they asked us if we wanted to co-write, so we did some co-writing with them. And
have you sorry, go ahead, Sam.
I love it. A lot of times, especially the up and coming artists will not understand how the industry works when putting bands together and stuff like that. And it's like, yeah, you could be best friends with another band. That doesn't mean you're ever going to get a chance to tour with them, because they have other people called booking agents and managers that say, yeah, they're just not going to sell a ticket. Sorry guys, we got to take this band. They're on this roster. They're on usually their own roster. So if you're watching Dave Shapiro, hit up Dean or hit up Maddie and say, and take out Rev Theory.
Yeah,
or Andrew Goodfriend, whoever.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know who your agent is, so
we don't currently have an agent.
Yeah, so
you're doing your own thing. Have you ever wanted to take a band out on tour with you that you couldn't take out on tour with you because they were your buddies, and you really thought you could kind of help push for them to make it to another level?
No, not that I recall. I mean, there's definitely bands that we. Like I said, Julian and I were kind of writing and producing artists, and we've always seen that side of, being writing producers, linking ourselves with artists that we like and think have potential. But definitely like throughout the years, there were people that we kind of affiliated with and tried to help out as best we could, but I don't think there were ever any tours that we brought people on. But we had talked about going and bringing some people out to Europe and doing some touring out there. So I mean, that's still kind of on the table right now.
Hold on, 2023, Rev Theory and Thrash Panda European tour.
Damn.
European, you would have no traction even in America, let alone. We should put.
They like stuff in Europe. No, they like the Europeans. Like they'll like it.
Yeah, well, no.
Hell yeah.
Jack's Diaries definitely which actually I did. I told Dean, I said, hey, Jack's Diaries is over here in Italy and they're taking off. So I mean, let's put these guys together. He goes, I don't know if we're doing Europe right now. So I was like, well, we're ready. So I'm heading over there in the winter for the next album. So
hey, Maddie, what was one of your favorite, if you have one, anyways, one of your favorite bands to tour with that you guys just kind of clicked real well and loved it?
Honestly, one of our favorite tours, the most outlandish, ridiculous party tour that we did was with Hinder.
Nice.
It was kind of a weird meetup because we had the same lawyer and they were kind of coming up and we were like, oh yeah, like we're putting out an album and they had just released an album and they're like, yeah, why don't you come on this stint with us? And it got out of hand. It was just it was the craziest. We were having so much fun and we just became like super tight homies. And
that's awesome.
They ended up, this was before they even had just a hint of success, before they had Lips of an Angel, which was like a big success for them, and a crossover single, and probably one of the last big rock crossover singles that I'm aware of. But man, that tour was out of hand and it was a lot of fun. And I think they still talk about it too. We just, I don't know, something about it. We were kind of coming up and we were still like young and fresh and it was like our first like really, really big tour. And it was a lot of fun. If we
get them on the show, which we're going to try to, then we'll bring it out.
We'll bring it up. Well, we're going to say, hey, you remember that time you went out with Rev Theory and you guys, filled the pool with like green Jello?
Yeah.
Like, what are you talking about? I was like, that's what Maddie said.
That's what Maddie said.
Yeah. And you guys got then you guys got naked and then started backstroking through it. And you'd be like, what?
Dude, those guys would do some crazy shit. They were all about bets and like do this thing, and like they would just have the craziest dares, and
sounds like a Jackass.
They got out of hand. It was they were kind of like the Jackass band, like certain guys in the band, not everybody, but certain guys in the band would they would literally do anything. Like the guitar player got his one time we were on tour, I think it was the Bad Boys of Rock tour, and he got his nutsack tattooed.
That shit would hurt.
Yeah.
Did somebody
I went in and he was holding it. He was like stretching his balls back out. He was shaking. He was like,
yeah, I mean, could you imagine me in the tattoo artist? Wait. You want me to tattoo what? That's a couple extra $100 just because I got to fucking look at your nutsack.
Then you have to stay still while it's getting tattooed.
Dude,
like you spread your nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
That would hurt so bad.
Oh man,
it would hurt and tickle at the same time.
There we go. Sebastian, is that what we're doing this weekend? We're getting your nuts tattooed with the loud spot logo. Or you can just put my face. Just put my face on you. Just our little cartoon right there. Just my face on your nuts.
Damn, that's a pretty picture.
I don't think that. Remind me about that Saturday night, Sam.
That's right.
That's their Thrash Panda initiation. Anyone that wants to be in Thrash Panda, you gotta get your nuts tattooed
with Sebastian's face. That's right. So, but you get all royalties from it, from the song that you helped create.
Exactly.
That's hilarious, dude. I wish this segment would not end right now.
Yep.
Hey, but I do want to ask you, Maddie, what is next for Rev Theory? I know you guys have your new songs out. Are you guys planning on touring? Are you coming out with an actual whole album?
Give me the lowdown. We're definitely putting out an album. I have a song in the queue ready to go called Fire in the Sky. And it's definitely a little pretty heavy, pretty intense. and then probably release a full album. I have the artwork and everything ready. I'd like to do like a vinyl printing. It's called Salvation Nowhere. And Fire in the Sky might be the last song, and then maybe do a vinyl with some like B-side stuff that wasn't released through streaming platforms. And then probably so something to add a little extra content, some cool artwork and insert stuff. And then I don't know, I mean, we're looking at possibly touring next year.
Cool.
We have to fill in a couple slots in the band now that there's been some lineup changes, but obviously as an artist, you're always itching to get out and play these new songs. So
can bands still, like, remember back when they had the cassette tapes, or even with the CDs, you would have the secret track that would come on after the last song would play. You let it play.
I love that shit.
But can they do that anymore? Because everything's all streaming now. So do they still do that?
I mean, I don't see why not, because
right,
you could just put that extra track with like silence. Yeah. Or the last track has like a long song. Yeah, like long silence, and then at the end it comes in.
So you could just make it a long silence intro that's like 4 minutes long, and then it starts the track. So
exactly. I haven't heard that in forever. I don't know
love
that
shit.
Me too, man. That was a thing that a lot of like late 90s, early to mid 2000s bands kind of did before streaming really took over.
Yeah.
But I knew, because I actually had the copy of the CD. Now when I go, listen to a song, I typically buy that song that I like, because you can just download that one song instead of the whole entire album, which is really kind of a sad thing. Because listening to full albums really gets you a better idea of the whole entire band,
Yeah. Like I my biggest thing, the last album that I just took in was the Trejo's new album, Baptize. So I love it. From start to finish.
Yeah.
Had some weak spots in there, but go figure, it's a whole album, and not every song can be smash hits almost to someone. So
see, that's right. Not like my songs are all smash hits. Not everybody can be like
there's not even one. Not one.
All killer, no filler, baby.
That's right.
In my case, it's all filler, no killer.
and don't buy the shit, please. Do not buy the shit ever. Don't even listen to it when it comes out on Spotify, please. It's horrible. Your kid, you will be ruining the future of it. It makes your nutsack dry up. That's what it is.
Makes your tattooed nutsack dry up.
That's right.
Just not ready for. I'm just too far advanced for what everyone's listening to right now.
You're worse. The songs are worse than that band that played in Star Wars on Tattooed, that bar scene. They're worse than that.
They were good, man.
See, Jesus Christ. Best band ever, dude. All right,
they're pretty good. You remember it?
Yeah,
that's right. You remember?
Memorable.
Pretty good. Yeah. Memorable. Let's talk about your merchandise. We know you got your website. I think it's RevTheoryOfficial.com, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
And you got your merch. You also have your music videos on there and your lyric videos on there.
For sure. Yeah.
You guys have any all your updates on there as well? Go ahead. Sorry.
We've been trying to do merch items for all the releases, at least a short run exclusive stuff. So you can get some cool merch items with the single artwork, and definitely more of that to come.
Any personal like Patreon pages or fans only or anything like that?
No, not right now. I've been kind of
OnlyFans. I don't know what it's called.
No, but I should probably do that, right?
Yeah, you sell your bath water on there.
You sell your bath water.
Do I have to get naked?
No, just wear one of those nude suits, like the little jumpers that those little morph suits, but it's just nude.
Or just show your feet.
That's right. Just show your feet. That's right.
I'll put on a pant. I'll put on a panda head and take off my clothes, and no one knows it's me.
No, exactly. except for anyone who's seen you naked, and like, I know that birthmark. I know exactly who that is.
Yeah.
And those tattooed nuts. And those tattooed nuts.
Right. No one will ever know.
No, they'll never know.
That's all I got, Sam. You got any last questions before we call it a show?
We appreciate you, Matt, for coming on. Guys, don't forget this was pre-recorded on Tuesday, but Matty might be in this chat. So if you ask him a question, he might chime on in. Don't forget to come see us. We are currently, if this is airing Friday night, we are currently in Nashville. So come see us on Saturday at the Rockin' Pod here in Nashville, down at the Hilton Airport Inn or something like that. I don't know what it is. Come harass us. We're gonna get. No, it's the Hilton, baby. It's actually, it's got like 5 ballrooms.
Classy, classy.
That's right. It's classy. But if not, we're going to get Sebastian. We're going to get him drunk, and he's going to run naked on the airstrip. So here we go.
All I got to say is follow me on MySpace.
Yep, exactly.
In conclusion, follow all of us on MySpace. And go listen to Rev Theory. Go check them out on Apple, Spotify. Check out the new music videos. They are one hell of a band, and I've been listening to them for years, man. So thank you so much for coming on the show. I certainly appreciate it, dude. 100%.
All right. We'll see you guys later. Peace out.
Cheers.
This is the Loud Spot outro by nothing short of tragic.
Is this all talk with no action? No. Is this my thoughts with distraction? No. Is this what I bought that's in fashion? Or is this the Loud Spot with Sebastian? Yes. Does nothing short of tragic have us back again? Yes. Does everything that's good really have to end? Yes. Our pimp host has to pimp show, so to get more episodes, make an order, this is over.
Thanks for watching our video. Don't forget to click the like and share button.
Don't forget to go to our YouTube and subscribe.
If you want to listen to our audio and pick up some cool merch, go to www.theloudspot.net. Peace out, rock on, much love.